Welcome back to episode 7 of my Tower Recap series, where in this episode I'm going to talk about the dilemma that I'm going through right now. So currently in our tournaments, we're doing a good job. We finally managed to stay in Champions League. So last week we finished 22nd. Hopefully this week we're going to finish 23rd. So we're going to be getting the 90 stones. So just like if we were demoting and then getting first place, we're averaging that 90 per tournament. But I'm much happier to stay in Champions League just for that chance of not hitting second and not hitting that average like stones per week of 90. 2 tournaments ago, we barely hit first place. We were above by just like 2 rounds. I really didn't think we'd actually get that high. So I'm really happy to see that we actually were able to finally stay in Champions League. Now, sadly, staying in Champions League is going to mean less gems overall because that first place and the demotion do get you more gems, but I'm fine sacrificing the gems for the guaranteed stones. Now, we're just going to go ahead and end this, and I want to talk about my rounds. So currently, we're getting all the way up to, I moved from tier 9 to tier 10, and we're getting all the way up to between like 6,200, 6,400 on average. And this is getting us around like 1.2 trillion coins per run. So that's averaging about almost 2.4 trillion a day, which is a good amount. Now, why I moved to tier 10 from tier 9 is because of the jump in elite cells that I'm getting. It's much easier for me to now run 1 on *4 with 4 of my other labs on *3 and keep that going consistently. Now, during the week, we did do 1 run on tier 11, and we were able to just barely get all the way to 4,500. So from that, we can grab the 35 gems, and then this module, which I think is Defense Absolute. We can go ahead and check this real quick. Okay, it is increased to damage per meter by 5%. So that's not bad. Doesn't help me now, but will help me in the future. Now, the big dilemma that I'm having is that in my runs, specifically my tournament runs, I can't seem to get that far. Now, as you can see, we barely got to almost 400. I think the last tournament to stay, we got a little above 400. And this is kind of the limit that I'm hitting with our defense build. I really enjoy running the E health build, but I think this might be where I'm hitting the point where I need to transition off to damage. And to do that, I think we're going to have to get another ultimate weapon. Now, of course, we don't have enough stones, so this is something that we're going to be saving towards. Regardless, I was going to be saving my stones for the new update, just to see if there's anything new, anything that I can get. But I think if there's nothing there, we're probably going to go for Chain Lightning as our next ultimate weapon, specifically because we have this Mythic Plus Dimensional Core, so that unique effect is really going to be helping us out. All the way up to a max of 15 stacks, so that's going to be really awesome if we get a Dimensional Core and we get that up and running. Other than that, there haven't been too many changes. Over in my workshop, haven't really touched anything for damage. We did throw about 5,000 levels on there, nothing for damage per meter, and we don't have super crits just because it's not helping me with the eHP build, but we'll go ahead and just grab that. And over in the defense, our health is up to 5,400, wall regen is up to 5,600, and we went ahead and just maxed out the defense absolute. Our wall health and wall rebuild, we've been putting some into this because hopefully it will help us with our tournament runs, but where we are right now, the wall does break before the round ends. We're just left with our tower stats. In the utility upgrades, we've slowly been putting a little bit more into the enemy attack level skips, so it's all the way up to 212, and our max recovery is up at 300. I don't think we've put that much into our enemy health level skips, just because, again, with the defense build, it doesn't matter too much. Now, for our stones, we do have a few missions to grab. There aren't going to be any stones on these first ones, but we are going to be grabbing some modules. Then here, we're going to go ahead and 25 metals, not modules, and then 10 stones, 30 metals, and 15 stones, and then finally, we have 35 metals and 20 stones, and we can just grab those real quick. Perfect. So now into the big part that I am really excited for, because I want to see what else we can upgrade. So we have 6,471 gems, and I saw this post on Reddit, someone talking about like what $100 worth of gems gets you, and just looking at what we've saved up, That's essentially $200 and almost $250 worth of gems. So great that we can save that up instead of just spending. So going right into this, and we're going to see what we can get. Of course, I want to see some galaxy compressors and some dimensional cores. Those are top on my list. Other than that, maybe a multiverse nexus or a wormhole redirector. Really enjoy wormhole redirector, and if I can get it higher, hopefully up to mythic, I would definitely use it in our tournament runs. But where it is right now, oh, look at that right there, wormhole redirector. That's great. Where it is right now, yeah, we just have it at epic, so we can get this up to epic plus, and then probably legendary, no problem. Now, I might try doing a tournament with it, just because with the wall not holding its own, having that wormhole redirector with a much larger shield is definitely going to help us. But with those stat bonuses that it gives, I don't think it's going to be that great. So being Annihilator, this is pretty good. I believe we do already have one of these. Yep, there we go. Right there, legendary one. So won't help us get it to mythic, but it should help us get it all the way, or I think it will help us get it to, let's see. Yep, that'll help us get it to legendary plus, and then we can save up a few more for hopefully ancestral. Now going back into it, let's see what else we can get. Again, galaxy compressor, love to see that. Another dimensional core, singularity harness, very nice. Probably won't be using that, but we'll see what we can merge that into. Another singularity harness. That's really nice to see. An OM chip. Okay, I haven't had one of these just yet, so I'm really excited to have that. Wow, 2 right there. Very nice to see. Pulsar Harvester. I think we have one of these, so that should be able to get up into epic. Now in the lab, I did throw on Galaxy Compressor. Very excited to see this. I think we need one more to get it up to Legendary Plus, but it's better to start getting them now and saving them than to not have them at all. Now in the lab, we did start working on our reroll shards, just because once we start locking 4 of them, it's going to be costing, I think, 500 to get those additional rerolls. So that's going to be really expensive. I think I'm only getting about 6,000 reroll shards per run. So being able to get just a little bit more is going to be massive for us. Okay, backing out, coming back in. Yeah, we have about 250,000 reroll shards. Okay, so looking at what we got, I am pretty happy. I don't think there's too much that we're going to be able to upgrade, but I'm a-okay with where we are. So let's go ahead and auto-merge all of these. Yep, that into an Epic Plus. Okay, check the auto-merge again. I'm actually going to take a pause and cut right here just to make sure these are the most efficient upgrades possible. So before I continue on those regulars, we're going to go ahead and see what we can do on our epics. So we can get that Wormhole Director to Epic Plus, and it does look like that actually is it. So now I'll go ahead and look at those rares. Now that I made sure that I got that specific one, I'm going to be okay. Kind of just go ahead and doing the auto merge, we should just be fine. Shouldn't be missing out on too much. And yep, taking some to Epic Plus and some others to Epic. Now I want to see what we can do with these. We'll take this one up to Legendary Plus, but I'm curious about these because I'd love to get our Galaxy Compressor leveled up. So we need an Epic Plus, and we'll go ahead and just finish this out. Okay, that is going to be pretty good for us to have. We'll take this up to Legendary. Very happy to have that. Up to 50% extra health regen. That in itself is like an extra shield. And with my wall being not as good, this will be a great replacement if I can get it leveled up again. We are going to need 2 more wormhole redirectors, but that shouldn't be too hard in the future. Now let's go into our rerolling. So we do have this one. It's in a great spot. We actually don't need Thorn, so we may re-roll this if we have some extra later. Let's go ahead and max this out because we will, of course, be using this. And then our Dimensional Core will go ahead and max this out as well. Now, I'm a little bit sad because on the reroll effects, there's nothing that we need too much. So currently we have the Black Hole Size, Black Hole Duration, Golden Tower bonus. We could go for a Golden Tower Duration. I wouldn't go for any of the cooldowns yet because we're not using a Multiverse Nexus, but that's okay. And we'll go to our Legendary Wormhole Redirector. Okay, so what are we going to want? I definitely want health regen, defense percent. I don't need Thorn damage because we were able to get the new relic, which is really awesome to have. Orbs, it doesn't hurt, but I don't think we need it. While health is good, while rebuild we don't need. I think any of these I'd be okay with. Just for fun, we will just throw thorns or orbs on there, and we'll go ahead and just put on Mythic for now. So we'll go ahead and throw on Legendary, and we'll go ahead and re-roll this. Now, this being Legendary, I would assume they would come up fairly quickly as compared to the Mythic, just because it's about 2.5 times more likely. 5% defense percent, and we'll keep going. Yeah, with the reroll cost being so low, I don't think this should be any problem of us getting. If anything, it's just more of a time thing. Okay, wall health. That took a while. Okay, so we'll go ahead and lock that, and we'll go ahead and re-roll this again and just see what we can get. I'd really love to see defense percent. I think that's the only one that I want to have right now. Now, if I was much lower on my reroll shards, I probably wouldn't lock wall health because the wall regen probably is more significant. But seeing as this isn't going to be my primary module that I'll be using, I'm a-okay just rolling for it. Alright, perfect. Wall regen right there. Very happy with that. And we will take that new. One thing I just noticed, it does look like I believe it's our Singularity Harness. Yep, this, when they're favorited, they don't show up in the auto merge, so we can grab that. And let's see, do we have any? Perfect, up into Mythic. That is really, really nice to see. I don't want to take off my Galaxy Compressor, but that extra boost might just be worth it. So let's go ahead and just reroll on this. Maybe we can try it on and off sometimes and see how it goes. So let's go ahead and restore the level on this. And we'll go ahead and max this out to 102 so we can reroll 4 different ones. Now it should be basically the same rerolls on here. Gonna want package chance, enemy attack level skip, coins per kill bonus, and I guess I don't feel like there's one that I need too much more. So what we're actually gonna do is we're just gonna keep it on these 3 right now. Now when it comes to the 4th, we could throw something on like a free upgrade, but I want to only have these 3 showing up right now. So let's go ahead and re-roll this. Now with having 4 slots, but we're only looking for 3. There we go, 6% extra enemy attack level skip. That's big. I think it was just 4 on Legendary. So just gonna keep this re-rolling. With there only being 4 and now 3, and we're only looking for 2 more, it's just more chances to get it. Half times coins per kill multiplier will lock that in. And we'll see if we're able to have the other ones show up. Yeah, if I didn't restore the level on the other one and we just kept going on this one, we'd only have 1 open and it'd still be costing us 160. So by doing this, we're basically just doubling the amount of rolls that we're getting by having that extra slot open. Now, we still might not use this just because I actually do have my Golden Bot synced up with, when Galaxy Compressor is running, it unsyncs the Golden Bot with my ultimate weapons. So if I upgrade the bonus a little bit, that might make it more useful. Now, package chance, not as useful if it's not on Galaxy Compressor, but we'll go ahead and just take this. So I went ahead and just took off the favorites of all my unique effect modules just to see if by chance we could merge them, but it doesn't look like it. So we're going to go ahead and keep this. Top on my wish list would be another galaxy compressor, some more dimensional cores, and then finally some more multiverse nexuses. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with where we got this. Happy to have this up to Mythic Plus, and we might just try throwing on the Singularity Harness to see if that can help us out in any way. Now, down in the event, we probably could add a little bit to our Golden Bots bonus. We're currently at a range of 30, but it should be, I believe, around 11 meters, which is a significant amount to add on. So there is a chance that we throw that on there just to add like a 3 times bonus on. So let's go ahead and try this. So let's go ahead and grab all these. And we're going to end up with a lot of metals. And good to see the ones that we don't have. Haven't finished the nuke yet, but having the lab research where it comes back every 1,500 is huge. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this up to a 3 times bonus. And really happy to see that. Might add a little bit of range to that later. But right now, having this synced up, I think every 3 times it goes off. Every 3 times my Death Wave, Golden Tower, and Black Hole goes off, my Golden Bot should go off. So every third should give me essentially 1.5 times bonus if it's covering one of the black holes. I'm really interested to see what the outcome is on that. Let me know down in the comments below what you think is going to be a little bit more useful. Go ahead and equip this. We'll re-roll it just to get something a little bit better. We'll go ahead and throw on our coins per wave or our free defense upgrade. I don't think coins per wave is going to really do anything significant, and I don't think we're going to get either of them before this 30k runs out. It's just 60 rerolls, but wow, very, very last, we'll go ahead and take that extra 200 over 6,500 waves. It's not at all significant, and it's not going to make a difference, but it's going to be fun to have. Okay, if you guys think the Singularity Harness is going to help me out more with where my Golden Bot is, with it being synced up every 3 to 1, or if you guys think that this legendary Galaxy Compressor is going to help me out more, I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. If this was a Mythic, I think I'd probably be using the Galaxy Compressor without a doubt, but just that bonus on the effects that it's giving and that nice range, and with it being synced up, we're going to go ahead and try out that Singularity Harness. Let me know down in the comments below which one do you think is better and what you'd be using in this situation. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for more content just like this.